When you're a kid, utility equipment like backhoes or dump trucks are super interesting because of how much they can do, move, or pull. Well, for all you grown-up kids who are still interested in utility work, I bring you the Arctic Cat BEARCAT Z1 XT. Utility abounds with this behemoth of a snowmobile, and whether you're touring down the open trail, crossing uncharted marshlands, or heading out to clear wood in the back 40, the BEARCAT is ready, willing, and more than able. One of the first things you're going to notice about the BEARCAT is the big tubular front bumper and the beefy rear tow hook. Now, utility is the name of the game with the BEARCAT, and Arctic Cat spec'd it out accordingly. The brush bar up front isn't just for good looks. No, this chassis-mounted design is capable of holding the optional plow kit. Yep, you heard me right, a plow kit. Or mount up to a portable winch for getting yourself unstuck or just pulling stuff. The hitch out back is self-explanatory and hitches up to a wide variety of utility attachments. Our BEARCAT uses the Z1 1100cc 4-stroke motor. Now, this motor pumps out 123 horsepower and is more than capable of achieving really high digits on the lake or acceptable power in the trails. Now, if 4-stroke isn't your game, Arctic Cat also offers this sled with a 570 2-stroke. Out in the deep powder, you need to get a good boost of horsepower to keep forward momentum. The Z1 mill was more than adequate and actually felt surprisingly responsive and fun when playing. Oh, I mean working off-trail. While the width makes this sled feel more like a boat, the 123 horse is fun and adds a little thrill to your hard day's work. Now, this sled is a 2-upper, and while the second seat is removable, it looks kind of like you could add a third and a fourth if you needed to. The 156-inch long track makes it look like a mountain climber, while the 20-inch wide tunnel is just ridiculously huge. When in Rome, more like when off trail, do like the mountain riders do and go for the most flotation available. The footprint of the BEARCAT is almost double that of a standard trail sled, making it easier to go up and over things you might not think you could. The 1.25-inch lug also helps propel you forwards and a whole lot of snow backwards. You might think with a skid frame this big that the BEARCAT rides like a brick, and while there is the ability to set it up to unimaginable stiffness for hauling loads, the stock settings are actually truly decent and provide a great ride for a day out on the trails. The skid of the BEARCAT can actually be set up to articulate at the ends if you choose to do so. Now, this helps the BEARCAT to ride through the bumps and not teeter on top of them when you're out on the trails. The addition of a second rider really makes the BEARCAT settle into its suspension. But one-up riding is comfortable, not to mention one of the warmest sleds we've ever ridden on those extra cold days. While trail riding might not be its first purpose, why not have the best of both worlds and play as hard as you work? The BEARCAT is built off the same twin-spar design that all Arctic Cat F chassis are built off of, just with a wider tunnel. Now, this wider tunnel, along with the longer track, means that the BEARCAT is exceptionally smooth on the trails, but a little bit harder to steer. The longer and wider the track, the more the sled wants to drive through the corner and not go around it. Arctic Cat added 8-inch wide skis to aid the BEARCAT in turning. However, a heavy-duty and aggressive set of carbides goes a long ways in slimming the quite large turning radius and keeping you on track. The BEARCAT is loaded with amenities like underseat storage, removable rear seat with trunk, huge rear tunnel capacity, and an extra-large gas tank to keep you going no matter where you're headed. When it all boils down, you're probably not going to buy a BEARCAT to go trail riding. But if you're in the market for a hard-working utility sled, why not get the best of both worlds and really enjoy your ride to work?